So, repairing credit is not easy. If it was, everybody'd have great credit. But there are some fundamental things that you can do to help get better results when you're repaying your own credit. So, the information I'm going to share with you in this video is important because it'll help you get better results when repairing your credit, and it'll save you a lot of time, and it'll help you avoid costly mistakes that people make when repairing their credit. Hi, I'm Azim Sharp, founder of Leaf Credit Solutions, author of The Ultimate Credit Repair Guide, and today I'm going to teach you some important things about how to repair your credit. So, negative accounts, they don't have to stay on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. They can be removed even if you didn't pay the debt. That's if the account is not reporting 100% accurately, if it's not 100% verifiable, and it's not reporting within the allowable statute of limitation. So, here's the good news. According to the United States Public Interest Research Group, 79% of credit reports have errors. That's a whole lot. So now you can use those mistakes as leverage and have negative accounts legally and permanently removed from your credit report. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into how to repair your credit and why this information is important. I want you to use this information and you'll get better and faster results.
So, just like I said, we're going to get into how to repair your credit in 5 easy steps. So, this is some very valuable information. Take notes, listen. If you have to rewatch the video, feel free to do that. But we're going to dive into this information and help you repair your credit. Okay, so first thing that you want to do in the 5 steps is get a recent copy of your 3 credit reports with scores included. So what that means is you want a tri-merge credit report. Tri-merge credit report means 3 reports into one. You can get that from Identity IQ or Credit Check Total or what's the other platform? Smart Credit. You can use those platforms to get a copy of your credit report. If you're in a tight budget, you can do Identity IQ for $1. It's a 7-day trial. You can download your credit report and then cancel it the same day. But my suggestion would be to keep it while you're going through the credit repair process because you want to make sure that the information is constantly being updated and you want to see the changes as they're taking place. Okay, so the first thing that what you want to do is get a copy of your credit report. You can use Identity IQ as you see here. That's one of the recommendations. You can also the important thing, like I said, you want to maintain your credit monitoring while you're repairing your credit because how will you know that the items are removed? You want to make sure that your credit report is reflecting the changes as you're going through the process. And then two, just to let you know that credit monitoring has no impact on your scores. So there's a difference between a consumer credit report and a lender credit report. This is considered a consumer credit report. So this will not have a negative impact on your credit. You don't want to go by Credit Karma because Credit Karma is only giving you 2 bureaus. You want to look at all 3. You want to do a proper diagnosis of your credit. You want to know what's on all 3 credit reports. And you want all 3 scores. So it's important that you do that. So number 2, what you're going to do is, and this is very important, it may seem like it's not that important, but this is important. You want to print that credit report out and you want to check it for errors. So and what I mean by errors is that you may have an account that's reporting, let's say you had an auto loan and it's reporting $13,800 on one bureau, it's reporting $13,759 on another bureau, then that's a mistake. That's not accurate. It's important that you print the report out, you look at it, and you highlight the errors, where the errors are, because at some point I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. Within the 3rd or 4th step, I'm going to explain what you're going to do. So it's important to know that 79% of credit reports have errors. Now, how does that impact you? Well, the good news in all of this is that because 79% of credit reports have errors, you can then use those errors as leverage to then have that account removed. Now, it's a lot easier said than done, but it's important that you know that. So there's a difference between what you owe and what actually can be legally reported to your credit, right? The Fair Credit Reporting Act states that every account on your credit report must be reporting 100% accurately. It must be 100% verifiable, and it must be reporting within the allowable statute of limitations. And each state has different laws, but you want to make sure that you go through that credit report. Okay. Like I said, print that credit report out, highlight it, look at the date of last activity on the account, look at the loan amount, look at the date the account was open. Those are the things that you want to pay attention to. And you want to send the bureaus proof of the inaccurate account on your credit report. So you're going to highlight what's wrong and you're going to make a note of it. So when you go to dispute those accounts, you want to have a reason. Never use, hey, this account isn't mine. They know the account belongs to you. There are too many other factual things that you can state your reason for why you're disputing that account. You want to state that in your dispute. What is inaccurate? What are you contesting? That's important. So number 2, print out your credit report and check it for errors. So number 3, you want to prepare your dispute letters. Okay, so you want to have documentation. Be clear on what you're disputing. What is it you're disputing? Are you disputing the date of last activity? Are you disputing the loan amount? Are you disputing whether, in some cases, I've seen, I talk to clients every day, and sometimes clients will say, hey, this account isn't mine. It belongs to my father, or it belongs to my brother, and I wasn't a co-signer. This account just isn't mine. So if that's the case, then you state that. You never want to give too much information, and you don't want to give too little information, okay, when you are preparing your disputes. So the second thing is you want to send disputes to all bureaus that are reporting each negative account. Don't think that, hey, I sent it into TransUnion and then TransUnion is going to let Equifax or Experian know. They don't work in conjunction with one another. They are 3 separately ran bureaus, 3 separate credit reporting agencies. So they do not work in unison with one another. Okay, so Another thing too is number 3, the third point I want to make on this particular slide is that you're going to dispute all of the accounts. It's often said, and I've heard other credit repair companies say, hey, well, you don't want to dispute too many accounts at once. The thing is this: if the account is not accurate and you have whatever it is that you're basing your disputes on, you want to state that. You don't have to dispute 2 or 3 items at a time or 2 or 3 accounts at a time. If you have 20 negative accounts, you can dispute all 20 at one time. It does not matter, because you're stating the facts. You're stating whatever it is that's wrong that you see. If there's a discrepancy in the loan amount or the date of last activity or anything with the account, remember the burden of proof falls upon the creditor and not you, the consumer. Okay? And another thing is, a big mistake I see people make is disputing online. Do not dispute these accounts online. It's very convenient. It's something that you can do quickly, but you never want to dispute accounts online. There's a whole host of reasons, a myriad of reasons why you do not dispute accounts online. That's a whole nother video, which I'll be working on in the next couple of days, why you should never dispute accounts online. It's a big mistake. And again, that was placed for the convenience of the credit reporting agencies and not you, the consumer. So number 4, what you want to do is also, you mail in your disputes. When you send them in, you want to send certified mail, because you want to make sure that they received it. You want to have proof that they received it. It's important. Don't cut corners and just send in regular mail, or don't cut corners and again try to dispute the accounts online. You want to send certified mail, return sender. Okay. Then number 5, respond, follow up, and keep a record. This is very important. So the credit bureaus have a legal obligation to respond within 30 days, right? Okay. We know that. Most people know that. Okay. So they're going to review your results when you receive them by mail. Excuse me, they're not. You're going to review them. So it's important that you stay on top of this. You want to check your mail regularly, because time is not on your side. Time is not your friend. You don't want time to just lapse. Once you get into this process of trying to work on your credit, you want to make sure that you're on top of things. You want to make sure you're responding in a timely manner. Okay, so you review the results. When you receive them by mail, you open them up and you want to see their responses. If they say that the account has been deleted or removed, that's why it's important to maintain the credit monitoring. You want to review the credit monitoring and make sure that your credit report reflects that. Okay, so you want to look at your credit report to see if the updates are reflected, like I just said, and then you respond as needed. If they say that they verified that the account belongs to you, you want to know, okay, what was your method of verification? Okay, because oftentimes the credit reporting agencies do not perform a proper investigation. The creditor sending your information over on letterhead is not proof that the account belongs to you. Okay, remember, each account has to meet all three requirements. It has to be reporting 100% accurately. It has to be 100% verifiable, meaning that if they don't have a complete accounting of every payment that you made, then that account can qualify to be removed. The dispute process is not something that's very simplistic. There's a lot of intricate details in the dispute process. That's another video within itself. We can go for hours with talking about how to dispute and going into that process. The problem is that most people embark upon this journey and don't have enough information, and actually make matters a lot worse. So you want to make sure that you have all of the proper information. These are the basics. These are the 5 basic steps, right? So you want to respond as needed. So also too, if creditors and agencies don't comply, contact the CFPB, which is the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. That's very, very important. They're here to protect you, because oftentimes the credit reporting agencies and creditors think that they're above the law, but they are held to a standard as well. They are held by law as well. So you want to make sure that you exercise your rights. You exercise, but I always say to people, how can you exercise a right that you don't know that you have? So it's very, very, very important that you exercise your rights. So before you embark upon this journey, you want to make sure that you have a plan of attack. But these are the very 5 basic steps that you're going to need to take. So, okay. If you have any questions, if you need any assistance, if there's anything that I can do to help, submit questions. Again, I have a lot of other YouTube videos that you can go ahead and watch. If at any point you decide that you do not want to take this process on your own, or you don't want to embark upon this journey on your own, you can always schedule an appointment with me. I'm here to help. If you decide that you want to do it on your own, just remember to have a plan. Make sure that the information that you have is accurate. Okay? Thank you for watching this video, and I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, or, just be engaged.
So in this video, we went over how to repay your credit. We went through how to get a copy of all 3 credit reports in less than 5 minutes, what to do when you get that credit report, how to prepare your disputes, how to send your disputes to the credit bureaus, what to do when you receive your results. And if you follow those recommendations that I gave, you will be guaranteed to see better results, and you'll save yourself time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button or drop a comment and let me know you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below so you never miss a video. Thank you for watching.